All right, we are now joined by Mr. Brooks Boyer.
Is that a fuzzy mic?
No,
Do you
yeah.
have a fuzzy? He's
No,
got
it looks, it works. All right. All right, we'll start with this. There's a big sign over there that goes, "Feel the momentum." You talk about momentum in your speech. I don't have to be a marketing genius to know. It seems like this year, the focus is kind of on the momentum for this team.
Well, I mean, how we define momentum is moments stacked upon each other. And when you look at our campaign and some of the things we're going to do, we're going to take those moments and because the moments have already created the momentum. The emergence of Chase Mydroth or Colson Montgomery, Kyle Teal, Shane Smith, some of these younger players that have come up have created some moments that White Sox fans, can look at and enjoy. So it's not just feel the momentum; it's kind of catch the momentum. Come with us along this ride, live it with us, and these moments are going to continue to stack on top of each other, which allow our fans to get really excited about this product.
When you're going into an off season or you're going into planning preparation for something like that, how much is it? I guess how many iterations of a slogan or a mantra did you have to go to eventually settle on it to point like, hey, we feel like this captures the team properly?
It's interesting because we come up with a lot of different ideas, and then we talk to people on our baseball operations side. Does this feel like us? Because the last thing we want to do is put something out that our players and Chris and his team can't relate to, or our fans can't relate to. This one seems to be, we seem to be at the start of something that could be some sustained success. How do we define that success? Remains to be seen. You may define success differently than I do, than the next person does. But if you can have momentum and some sustained success, you continue on this path towards a championship. And that's ultimately what we want to do. We want to create some momentum to compete for a division. Once you win a division, you're then in the tournament where you can compete for a world championship. That may not be this year, but we are on the path to trying to do that for our fans.
And obviously that's what every fan wants at the end of the day, but until then, and even when it gets to those better days, the fan experience is still important. Talk through a little bit the process towards deciding, hey, these are the promotional items we're going to go through this year. I mean, I don't know if I can give you credit for all of them, but how does that process sort of come together too?
I shouldn't take credit for hardly any of them because we have a team that is, it's from different departments within the organization. Mike Downey is the person that runs that committee. Our promotions committee comes up with the items. We're always looking to add value to the ticket. You buy a ticket, and if you buy say a $30 ticket and you walk in and you get a sweatshirt that if you were at any retailer it's a $40 to $50 sweatshirt or maybe even more, you feel like you got value for that ticket. So we're always looking for ways to enhance the value of the ticket and to create some fun and excitement in the ballparks. Our premium items aren't just tchotchkes. They're not keychains or stickers that you're going to throw into a trash can. It's something that that people are going to keep. And we're just getting photobombed by.
I know. I was going to say. This is the better content anyway.
Right.
This year, new is the patch on the sleeve, the CME group. Honestly, does not look that bad. I will say that to start. One of the few remaining teams before deciding to make that plunge and do it. What was it about CME Group that said, hey, this was the right partner to put in such a prominent position for our team?
They are deep-rooted in the city of Chicago. They've been around over 100 years. We've been around over 100 years. And when you look at some of the brands that are on patches, they aren't as rooted in their home markets as ours is. We're super excited that CME understands the vision of what we're trying to do. They want to be known in Chicago. They are a global company, but they want to be rooted in Chicago. So when they did it and then they started to put together what the patch is going to look like, the patch is smooth, it's clean, it has a good look, and it's a significant brand in Chicago that's supporting another Chicago brand. So couldn't be more excited to have him on our jersey patch.
Awesome. I guess last couple questions for me. Number one, Alumni Home Run Derby.
Yes.
I can't give you credit for that. There's no way you came up with that idea. What was the process behind, hey, this was the year to do it, this is why we want to do it? What went into all of that?
We saw it. We saw somebody else do it. and saw the success that they had in understanding that, we've got some guys, some former guys that would be able to do this, and it's something our fans would like. And then we were able to put together a full day of a game, the home run derby, the draft, where we have the first pick. We're just trying to create a really exciting day for White Sox fans to come spend a day with us at Wright Field.
I won't ask you to spoil any names, but are there at least a few you're like, hey, we might be locking him down for this?
Yes.
All right. Good deal.
Yes.
Not reveal names, I'm just kidding. I guess last question from me, outside of just the general excitement for the season, what are you looking forward to fans seeing this year? Besides just getting back on the field, getting back in the ballpark, what are you looking forward to?
Murakami. I think he could be a difference maker for engaging our fans. I think that could be a big difference. But also just taking the step. We've had some dark years. You've written about it. We've talked about it. Having our fans be part of the process of moving forward, and to get excited and connected to this team. We're going to connect our players to our fans from a marketing standpoint more than we have in the last few years. And it's time because we have some players that our fans are excited about.
Absolute last question. Favorite food item? Favorite new food item, I guess. Which one is it?
Haven't tried any of them yet, truth be told. From what I've heard today, the wings are supposedly amazing. The Japanese dog is amazing. But, I'll tease it, and I'll only tease it here. There's another item coming that I am mandating after my trip to the Tokyo Dome that is still yet to come out that I think will be a fan favorite.
Well, we are certainly looking forward to it. Brooks, thank you as always.
Got it.